Live on a clear and cold and happy Monday night in Northeast Ohio. Welcome, everybody. Welcome on into the Bullpen. I am your host, Adam the Bull, and I'm back. I was not with you after Game 3 on Saturday, but I am back today. And oh boy, how things have changed since Thursday night when I was losing my mind, ranting and raving about how awful the Cavs were, and they were awful. And now these last two games, they've played great. An incredible, just incredible second half, a 22-0 run to start the second half. The Cavs, after a very sloppy first quarter, was unbelievable. 22-0 to start the second half. That's a Cavs record. 39 points for Donovan Mitchell in the second half. That ties an NBA record, most points in a half of a playoff game. An incredible performance. Donovan Mitchell started the night 0 for 6. Made his first field goal, I want to say with like 2 minutes. It was somewhere towards the end of the first half. He made 13 of his final 20 buckets. He finishes with 43. And again, he had 1 point to like a minute or two left in the first quarter. He couldn't miss in the second half. He was absolutely unbelievable. And even with the embarrassment of the bench guys not able to close out the game in the final couple of minutes, and they had to bring starters back in, and you just hold your breath that nobody gets hurt. Even with that, unbelievable. Just incredible. James Harden played well. He's obviously played much better in these two games at home. And it's just, this is the story for the Cavs. And now you want to believe that they could go win on the road, but they haven't been able to do it. As excited as I am by how they've played in Game 3 and 4, after they won Games 1 and 2 at home against Toronto, you thought they'd play great. They didn't. After Game 5, they bounced back. Game 6, they didn't. And they were obviously terrible in the first two games of this postseason. The Cavs are 6-0 at home in the playoffs. They're 0-5 on the road. They're going to have to win a game in Detroit. Hopefully it's Game 5, and we'll see what they can do. I don't know if a time has been announced yet for Game 5 on Wednesday. I'm assuming it'll be at 8 o'clock, but I guess it's possible if the Lakers avoid getting swept tonight, then maybe it's a 7 or a 7:30. But, I mean, tonight it's at 8 o'clock, even though that series is still going on. But the series will go back to Oklahoma City, so it might be a little earlier. I don't know. But if the Thunder take care of business and sweep the Lakers, then it'll almost certainly be an 8 o'clock start on Wednesday. It's still to be determined as of right now. But as of right now, the Cavs, again, just an incredible second-half performance after a very ugly first half. Mentioned that Donovan finished with 43. James Harden a double-double, 24 and 11. The turnovers, much better, only 13. James Harden, who we know his struggles earlier in this series, but in the last two games, in the victories over Detroit, James Harden, 18 assists and only 5 turnovers. That's more like it. And he scored 43 points. He's been so much better. He shot the three well, and just shot the ball much better overall the last two games. Great effort and energy from both Jarrett Allen and Evan Mobley. Mobley finishes with 17 points, 8 boards, 5 assists, 3 steals, and 5 blocks. I mean, what a performance. And Jarrett Allen, 9 points, 5 rebounds, great hustle on 2 block shots. The Cavs blocked 8 shots in this game. And the starting lineup, as I said, 13 turnovers total, only 8 by the starting lineup. Dean Wade played his defense, I guess. 0 points in 23 minutes for Dean Wade. It was really, the guys you need to do it. Mitchell, Harden, Mobley. They had 84. The Cavs 112. The rest of the team scored just 28. Jarrett Allen, as I mentioned, had 9. Dennis Schroeder had 7. Sam Merrill had 6, although he is not shooting well. I mean, the bench did really nothing outside of Schroeder. But the big four of Mitchell, Harden, Mobley, and Allen played like it. They were great. If you throw in Allen, 89 of their 112 from that group. 18 of their 33 rebounds from that group. How did James Harden end with no rebounds? That's bizarre. They had 18 of the 23 assists. They had 8 blocks between them, 8 steals between them, and 8 blocks. So I've been a little under the weather over the weekend, if you couldn't tell. A little nasally, a little coffee. But happy to celebrate the Cavs' 112-103 victory. And now, again, we asked the question. This team looks so different. The Pistons look great at home. The Cavs look terrible. Cavs have looked great at home. The Pistons have looked terrible. The way they played those first 6 minutes, whatever it was, of the third quarter was just incredible. Donovan Mitchell, plus 28. Evan Mobley, plus 30. When they took Donovan out there for a little while in the first quarter, in the third quarter, things got a little dicey. But when he and Mobley, especially where Dean Wade did have a plus 20, I'll give him that. Harden plus 9, Allen plus 5. Everybody on the bench had a minus except for Sam Merrill had a plus 6. But this performance by Donovan Mitchell is historic. It really is. And I don't want to hear about, if they play poorly, I don't want to hear about injuries with him because obviously that's not been the case. But these last 2 games, even though he really isn't shooting the 3 all that great, even the last 2 games he's gone 6 for 20 from 3, but 26 for 50, over 50% from the field for Donovan Mitchell, and 78 points in the last 2 games. And he's just been outstanding and great at the line, 20 for 23. If he had made that last free throw, he would have become the first player ever with 40 points and a half. I can't believe LeBron's never done that. That is just so weird to me. But anyway, great win for the Cavs. They even the series at 2. As we said, game 5 is Wednesday night. Let's see what everybody's got to say. We got a series, says R.C. Cola. You're right. Let's go, says Mason Schwartz. Hi, Mason. Marion Vera says, you got your wish, Bull. Donovan played like a superstar. Yes, he did. He certainly did tonight. It was unbelievable. Just incredible. No, it was 22. It ended up being a 22-0 run. KB says 23-0, but they took away one of Donovan Mitchell's shots. They said it was a 2, not a 3, so it was officially a 22-0 run. Kenny or Kenneth, Bull, Jason Hug 6820. Ask me again. And by the way, I'm not apologizing to James Harden. I'm not apologizing to Kenneth. Win this series, I'll maybe apologize. You don't get bonus points just for making it close. Go take care of business. Win this fucking series, then we'll start talking about apologies. KTB says, I'm still calling him Kenneth. You don't pull starters just because they do. Wesley Philippou. Bull, do you know who Mitchell tied? Yeah. They said it on the broadcast, and I can't think of it. It's not the first name you'd think of. I got a lot. Somebody messaged me and they said it on the broadcast. I can't think of it. Mr. Zeep says, gotta bring toughness and energy in Game 5. No lethargic shit. Yes, please. Go win the series. The Knicks are waiting. Let's go. Luke says, Harden won us Game 3 and started us off in Game 4. Don was missing in the first half. Yeah, he was. And Harden's played great in these last 2 games. But we've seen Harden come and go in this postseason and past postseason. Sleepy Floyd, thank you. That's who it was. Thank you, everybody, for chiming in there. Let's see. Ramzig Panagen. Bull, my wife is not a sports fan, but loves listening to your post-game podcast because you always keep it real. Thank you, man. I appreciate that she's a fan. Rob does weather. If we can get the backcourt to play that good, we can win Game 5. Listen, if the Cavs play like they did in the second half, then they could win Game 5. There's no doubt about it. But we haven't seen it. We haven't seen them play like this on the road. We got to do it. If the Cavs win Game 5, then they'll take care of business in Game 6. It'd be unbelievable after how badly they played in those first two games. Let's see. No, it wasn't Detlef Schrempf. Spook Gotti says, Kenny almost lost his shit at the end when the bench really, nearly, let's not get carried away to nearly blow the lead, but it made it more interesting than it needed to be. Sorry to blow my nose on air, but I got no choice. I'm dealing with cold remnants. Jason, who do you think the Knicks want to play in the Eastern Conference Finals? I don't know. I guess the Pistons, but I don't know. I mean, how do you trust James Harden as well as he's played the last two games? If I were them, I think I'd rather play the Pistons, but who knows? Defense was great tonight. Second half was unbelievable. Really, they played defense well the whole game. But that 22-0 run, they not only were making their shots, but their defense in that stretch was unbelievable. Mr. King, is Detroit shook now? I want to say that. I want to believe that this team is going to just be this team on the road, but we always forget what happens. Like, we get prisoner of the moment on the current game, and we forget. I hope so. I want to believe in this team. I want to believe they can go on the road, but they've been shit on the road, so they got to prove it. So I love the way they played on Saturday. I love the way they played tonight. Especially love what Donovan Mitchell did in the second half. But I'm sure Detroit's still confident going back home. And I'm nervous. I'm not confident that the Cavs are going to win. I'm hopeful that the Cavs will go win on the road. But I'm not confident because they've looked good at home and bad on the road. It's just that simple. The only way they can build that confidence in me is by actually doing it. So go take care of business. Go get the W at home. Jim says, I'm going to argue the free throw percentage is almost as important as the free throw attempts for the Cavs. It's great when we're not shooting 60% of the team. Ain't that the truth? Fog Raw. I can't believe the Cavs didn't have a 20-0 run during the LeBron years. It is hard to believe. Elephant says, Bull, do you give the Spurs or Wolves any shot against OKC? I don't proclaim to be a NBA expert at all. I guess I would give the Spurs a shot, but I don't know. I mean, Oklahoma City is just, they're unbelievable. I don't know if anybody can beat them. They haven't lost. They're 7-0 in the playoffs. Now, they haven't played particularly good teams, and it'll be a tougher test in the next round, but Oklahoma City is probably going to win the championship. I think most people would agree with that. But let's listen, one step at a time. Let's see. Let's see. Non-endo, do you think keeping Harden off the ball more as a shooting guard is the biggest key to success? Yeah, I mean, Donovan Mitchell has to have the ball in his hands more. We've seen it more these last two games, and it's worked out. Jim points out that Oklahoma City doesn't even have their second-best player. And the Spurs, as Mr. King points out, had a great regular season against OKC, so I give them a chance. But regular season in the playoffs, very different. Creative Juice, do you think players should bring their small kids on stage in a post-game presser after losing a series? You know what? I don't really care that much. After losing a series, did somebody do that recently? I apologize. I'm really coughing like a madman right now. Let's see. Larry says, about time they got their head out of their ass. Now let's go win the fucking series. Yes! Let's do that. Let's go. You want to shut me up? You want to maybe apologize for ripping James Harden the other day and Kenneth? Win the series. I'll be happy to give apologies. Yeah, Michael. Harden played well on both ends of the floor. Mr. King, are you on the show tomorrow? No. Dustin and I will be doing a podcast live tomorrow morning at 8:30. I'm not on UCSS tomorrow. I'll be on UCSS Wednesday, Thursday, and Friday, which is good because I'm still fighting the end of this cold. I know, Demansky. I need a lot. I need my Ludens. I got to get my sugar-free Ludens after this. Let's see. Jeremy, who will the Cavs play if they win this series? They'll play the Knicks. Knicks swept the Sixers. Fog Raw, Lakers and Suns are horrible. The Spurs will be an actual test. I agree. And the Spurs haven't won that series yet. It's 2-2. Game 5 in that series tomorrow. Cyclone, as long as Harden can keep his turnovers down, which he did today, and make a few defensive moves, we should be okay. Agreed, but big ifs. We've seen this already this playoffs and every other postseason in the Donovan Mitchell era, that it's very different home and road. This team is a completely different team at home and on the road. Completely different. And every time they play like this, we expect it to change, and it never does. So hopefully this time it will, but we can't be shocked if it doesn't. Rob, one positive outlook for Game 5. Cavs had both away games tied in Detroit and had shots to take the lead. Obviously, it's hard to believe in them on the road, but I haven't at least some faith. Good. Gary, Detroit crying right now. Tom, don't sleep on Minnesota. Corey, keep the ball in Don's hand. AMX, let him know, Bull. Let him know. Big ifs indeed, says Cyclone. This team right now has a new level of confidence. Blyock. We say that every time they play well at home. Again, I hope you're right. Zach Huffman, Bull, you look great, man. Keep up the weight loss journey. What are you currently at? I'm down 70 pounds. I weighed in actually this morning. I weighed in at 290 this morning. I was 360 on February the 26th, and I'm 290 today. Still want to lose at least another 70 pounds, but I've lost 70 in 73 days. Thank you. Mason Schwartz, Bull, why do these Knicks fans always come into your chat talking crazy? Are there Knicks fans in here? I didn't even notice them. Maybe because of my origins. Let's see. Mr. King, Dustin at his house doing backflips with his tennis racket. Could be. I'm expecting a drag-out fight for Game 5, says Block. Corey, thank you. Block, thank you. Is D-Fox taking the roadie up to Detroit? I don't know. We'll ask him tomorrow. I was texting with him earlier, but I didn't ask him that. We were talking TV shows earlier. Hold on. I'm sorry, man. I got nowhere to hide. I'm on by myself. Thank you, Duncan. Thank you, Eddie. Thank you, KW. I appreciate it. Cyclone, a Cavs series against the Spurs would suit us better than OKC, yes. Although I don't know what the hell you do with Wemby. Never Dross, keep the faith, Bull. You can do it. Connolly, hell yeah, down 70 pounds. Thank you. Michael says McNuggets sent him. That's funny. Williams says, that's awesome. Keep it up. Thank you. No superstars ever getting suspended for an elbow in the playoffs. That's true. Oh, on the Wemby thing, yeah. False Bandicott, holy shit, 70 pounds. It's something to be proud of. Thank you. I got to keep my eye on the prize. I've gone from morbidly obese to just obese. I do feel incredibly better to lose this much weight this quickly. But I still got to stay focused. I got to stay focused every day, keep doing what I got to do. Because I got to lose it all. I got to be healthy the rest of my life. Thank you, Wesley. Thank you, everybody. Wayne said the Cavs proved if you rattle Cunningham, he'll choke. I think that's strong. Mr. King, McNuggets probably thinks he can shoot out Duncan Robinson. That's probably true. Sad Browns fan, there was zero chance Wemby was getting suspended. That's true. Fog Raw Mobley has played well against Wembley. Again, regular season, very different story. Aaron says, I'm down 135 pounds in the past year. Holy moly. Good for you, Aaron. Congratulations. That's fantastic. 135 pounds. That's my goal. Really, I want to lose 150 pounds, but 135 is amazing. And if I lose 135, I might just stay there and be thrilled. I'd be what, 225? I haven't been that thin since I was like 20. Creative Juice, buying new clothes has to suck. Yeah. I haven't bought any new clothes yet because I have all clothes from when I've been at these weights in the past. My wife kept them all, so I still have clothes, but eventually I will have to. Rob says, great progress, Bull. Been watching you in UCSS for years. It's exciting to see your progress. Thank you. Maddie says, from the UK, always stay up to the reaction. Good on you for the weight loss, Bull. Thank you. KTB says, Bull, I think the Guards' offense might be coming around. Nice win by the Guardians tonight, too, 7-2. I didn't get to see it. I had a baseball game to coach. My boys got their first win. We got smoked in our opener Friday night. What was the final? I think we lost 14-2 or something. Tonight we were down 3-0 in the bottom of the fourth, and we put up an 8 spot, and we won 11-5 or 11-6, something like that. My son got out of his slump. He got a hit. My starting pitcher, shout out Teddy Amschlinger, 13 Ks in 4 2/3. So we evened up our record at 1-1. Today is the fourth, or yesterday I think was the fourth. No, Saturday was the 4th anniversary of the Ultimate Cleveland Sports Show. I know the guys talked about it today. It's hard to believe it's been 4 years. It's great. It has flown by, King. Cavs in 6 is Mason. Jim says 3 people in the chat combined to be down 1/4 of a ton. That's impressive. Was there a third person? Oh, yeah. Now I see it. Chris says, I'm down 150. Take it a day at a time. I will, Chris. I am. But, man, good for you, buddy. It's incredible. For those of you who have lost weight, it's hard, man. I would highly recommend the bariatric surgery, the Roux-en-Y, the gastric bypass that I had, if you can do it, if your insurance will cover it, or if you can afford to pay for it out of pocket. If you're struggling with weight your whole life, especially if you're older. But it's amazing. Congratulations to all of you. Bazana looked good, says KW Outdoors. Quan, ugh. They may need to drop Quan in the lineup. But Bazana's, yeah, I like how Bazana's playing right now, and Joey Cantillo. Again, I honestly didn't see it. I'll watch it back in the morning. Love being able to watch back the games, but I was following it. And Joey Cantillo, 6 innings, 6 base runners, no runs. Nice game by him. Bullpen gave up a little bit, but nice win. You got to take advantage of these bad teams. They did tonight, beating the Angels 7-2. After they had a disappointing series loss against the Twins, but hopefully they can really right the ship here after they lost 2 in a row to the Twins to end that series. All right, I love you all. I appreciate the love, and I thank you all. By the way, if anybody has any questions on the gastric bypass, feel free to send me an email at adamthebullfan@gmail.com. I'm happy to give you any advice or thoughts on what the experience has like been for me. Gary, Bickerstaff or Atkinson, Bull? I would still edge Bickerstaff at the moment. Larry, congrats to all you guys on UCSS Year 4. Razzie, Bull, have you realized that there's been no transition take fouls in the playoffs? I haven't. Where was this Levert when he played for us, says Corey. Daniel says, quick explanation of the Guardians trade. I said that I didn't love the Guardians trade, and so many people got so mad at me. I couldn't believe it. I didn't say it was a terrible trade. I just said I didn't like it. Patrick Bailey is a tremendous defensive catcher, but I just don't love the idea, and I understand. They're like, Tugboat, what do you care about Tugboat? He's not a top 30 prospect. How many non-top 30 prospects have the Guardians turned into good pitchers? He's a guy who is a prospect. He may not be a top prospect, but he's got potential. And he gave up a first-round pick to get a catcher who's just a defensive player. Great defensive player, but you already had that. Patrick Bailey can't hit. He's just the younger Hedges. So, in the end, I'm not going to say it's a terrible trade. They didn't hurt the major league team. Of course, Bo Naylor stinks. I just think in the long run, maybe it's not a great deal. And I wanted to see Cooper Ingle get an opportunity. Instead, now that's not going to happen because they got Bailey for a while. But maybe next year it's Bailey and Ingle, and they let Hedges go. Jay Crawford almost had a stroke over the Bailey trade. Did he hate it? Or did he like it? Corey says, did you get the band procedure? No, I got the full. There's two types. There's the gastric sleeve, which is the band, or there's the Roux-en-Y, the bypass, which is what I got. That's a little more invasive. Jeremy, how many games do you play in a season in your Little League? Not Little League anymore. It's Pony League. So it's the kids I'm coaching are in the 7th and 8th grade. There are 7 teams in our league, 3 from Rocky River, 4 from Westlake. We're playing a 16-game regular season and a double elimination postseason. So our team is 1-1. We're in 4th place. There's one team that's 2-0, the team that beat us the first game, and then there's 2 1-0 teams. We're 1-1. 2 0-1 teams and one team that's 0-2. So thank you, Mason. I love you too. Thank you, Cyclone. Let's see. Wesley, I'll check out the thing about the Bulls lead. If the Cavs lead after 3, do they take care of business? Mr. King, Jay hated the trade. Wow, that's Jay and I are a little more on the same page when it comes to baseball. When it comes to football, we're almost never on the same page. Cleveland Made, you're looking better every day, Bully. Thank you, Cleveland Made. See you guys on UCSS tomorrow. Have a good night, all. Thanks, Jim. Again, I'll be on Wednesday, Thursday, Friday. Thanks, everybody. Hope I answered all your questions. Sorry if I missed a few. Dustin and I live tomorrow at 8:30 on the podcast. Wednesday, Thursday, and Friday, I'm on UCSS. I'll have Greg Cosell on the podcast Wednesday. Make sure you hit the subscribe button if you haven't done so already. Everybody have a great night. Love you all. Thanks to Levi and Ernie. We'll talk to you in the morning. Where else but right here in the bullpen with Adam the Bull, brought to you by Bet Rivers. See you, everybody.